Hey everybody, Jumbled Sunshine here. I thought it was about time that I finally did an update on my experience with Optavia this last summer. Um, I have been on the program for 12 weeks now, and I know I should have done an update sooner. I did do some little things here and there, but wow, I had a busy summer. My last video, I believe I did on Memorial Day, which was May 31st, 2018. And now we're just coming right on up to Labor Day here pretty soon. It is August 24th, 2018. School started this week for a lot of kids. So we're kind of looking into the fall, but wow, I had a busy summer with my summer job and getting ready for a wedding. And it was just a great summer, but super busy. So it's kind of crazy in a way that I picked the summer to get going with Optavia, but um, I just, so I wanted to just kind of update you a little bit on my progress and also tell you a little bit about my story and just kind of, you know, get that out there. Let you know kind of what the future is here because I have some good plans for the next few months also. So like I said, so May 31st, I'll just do a quick recap from before. I was in a place where I'd been on a plateau for about 6 months, and the previous year, from like December, let's see, I'm trying to think. Basically, in 2017, I had been working pretty hard. I just made a decision, okay, I need to do something about this because I had found myself quite overweight, like a good 60 pounds overweight. At least 50 is like what I wanted to lose. And I just, I just, I was high enough on the scale that I was kind of terrified because I'd never been that high before. And it just kind of seemed like it was becoming sort of part of the inevitable march of time. I'm 48 years old and just kind of at a point in my life where, I'd had a couple of shoulder surgeries and I had just really struggled with energy, and I'd been dealing with health issues, psoriatic arthritis, fibromyalgia. I'd been dealing with all these things up to 2017, and I was just kind of tired of it, and I knew I needed to do something. And one of my daughters was getting really excited about paying more attention to her health and working hard on doing better. And so she's like, hey mom, I'll make a spreadsheet for you and you can keep track of your weight loss, and here's, if you lose this much over time, here's how much you can lose by such and such date. And inside, like on the outside, I was like, oh yeah, okay, sure, but inside I was thinking, I don't know, because how many times have I made a chart like that and then I haven't made progress, and it's been just discouraging, because I might do well for a little while, I might see a little bit of progress, and then, it just comes back on. And you know how you can get on that diet roller coaster, right? So, anyway, this is where I was in 2017. And so early in 2017, I think it was like March or something like that, a little bit after Christmas of 2016, I just decided that's it. I'm going to do something this year. So in the spring, I think starting around March or something, I started working really hard at eating healthier. I was following Trim Healthy Mama, which I think is a great program. I was also that was kind of my main thing, just trying to cut back a little bit on carbs, eat more gentle carbs, and just, overall try to do better. And it was slow but steady. I did end up that year from March until October of 2017. I was down 23 pounds, I think, or so, and feeling pretty good about that because at least I was kind of back to my previous overweight stage. I wasn't in my scary, I've never been here before overweight stage. So I was feeling pretty good, and then the holidays were coming up, and so I just kind of enjoyed myself but didn't go too crazy, and, found myself gaining some of it back over the holidays, but not too bad. And so early in 2018, I was kind of still in that same place. So for like 6 months, I just kind of, I was kind of sort of ish on plan with what I was trying to do. And I was just having trouble like getting back with the program. And, I was trying to do it all on my own, and that's what was hard. I think I was learning some good principles and some good habits, but I wasn't like making them really stick. And so that's kind of where I found myself early this last year of 2018. So I started trying some different things. I tried intermittent fasting, which I was quite intrigued with. And, I would wait in the morning to eat, and I would go to a certain time. And, it was kind of interesting how when you waited to eat in the morning, you really didn't feel very hungry. And, you waited till a certain time and then you ate. And my problem was once I started eating, I just kind of ate whatever I wanted, and it wasn't necessarily good for me food. And so, even though I did see some weight loss, at least getting me back to where I was from having regained weight over the holidays, I just really found myself still not feeling very good. I was drinking a lot of caffeine. I was just kind of eating whatever I wanted during my eating window. And I know that's not really following intermittent fasting. But again, the problem was that I was trying to do it all on my own. And I was really struggling. So along comes my friend Nancy, and I knew that she was a health coach, and I would like see posts that she was doing about her losing like 60 pounds, and I was like, what's going on, and I kind of wondered, and I kept thinking, I need to talk to her, and especially since I do a podcast, which I haven't updated over the summer, so I think taking the summer off was wise for me. But anyway, I remember thinking, I should do an interview with her because it'd be really interesting to hear about how she decided to become a health coach, and what she's been doing and how she's found success. And so I was a little bit intrigued, but didn't really ever say anything to her about it. I just kind of thought about it in the back of my mind. Anyway, finally, one Sunday, I actually sit behind her family in church. And so one Sunday, actually it was Mother's Day, so May of 2018, I was sitting behind her, and they were like handing out treats for the moms, because it was Mother's Day. And so it was like, here, thanks for being great moms. And so they're handing out treats. And as they were handing them out, she and I both, I had noticed like it, I looked through, and I'm like, okay, I'll get the peanut M&Ms because then there's at least peanuts in them, right? So there's protein. So I was like, that's a pretty good choice. And I stuck it in my purse, and I noticed her just kind of digging through, trying to decide. And I thought, I'm just going to ask her, And so we started talking about some stuff, and one thing led to another, and I ended up learning a lot about what she was doing, and just really got interested and decided to go ahead and let her be my health coach and try Optavia. And I think the thing that made me the most excited about trying it was the fact that everything was done for you. And all of the, okay, so the way it works, for those of you who may or may not have known, but, it depends on your situation. But for my situation, I was able to get into a situation where I would do like this one really good, healthy, lean and green meal a day, and then my other meals per day were going to be fuelings that I got from Optavia. And I love that they call them fuelings, because it's like it helps you get in the mindset that this is about fueling your body. This isn't about eating for other reasons. I mean, we eat for lots of reasons, emotional or celebration, or, just because it's there. That's my thing I have figured out. Like if I see something, I'm like, ooh, that looks good, and I just want to stick it in my mouth, I'd be like, without thinking. And as I tried to work on my habits over the years, like that was one thing I knew about me, is that I'm very visual. And so if I see something that looks good, I'm like, I want to eat that. And so that's not really what food is supposed to be about. I mean, yes, it's part of it. No question. Enjoyment is super important. But I like that they called it fuelings, because the idea is you need to fuel your body properly. Anyway, I'm getting a little bit off track. But the point is, I decided to try it because I knew I was going to have a super busy summer. And I loved the idea of having something that was proven, that had worked for many people, and was like doctor and dietitian formulated, and all of that had like this 30-year history behind it and everything. I just love the idea of something that I knew would work, that was just easy for me to grab and do. And for my particular situation, that was like, I knew that would help. I knew that would work. What I didn't know was how well it would work and how fast it would work. And when I originally had my health assessment with Nancy in May of 2018, I really was kind of shocked and frankly skeptical of the timeline that she talked to me about. She's like, oh, yeah, you could probably reach this goal, in time for the wedding in August. And I was like, no. I mean, I was like, oh, yeah, that'd be nice, but I'm thinking, based on my past history, I'm expecting, slow weight loss. But anyway, so I was really surprised at the timeline she talked about. And I was also a little bit worried, like, well, if I lose weight really fast, won't it just come right back? And, those kind of questions. But anyway, I decided it was the right thing. I talked to my husband. We looked at our budget. We figured out how much money I had been already spending on like fast food. I mean, between my house and my work, there's a Dairy Queen. And my daughter works there, so I get a discount. And I can't tell you how many times I'd stop and pull into that Dairy Queen just because I like didn't have anything ready to eat. And it just was easy, and it tasted good, and it made me feel good after a long, tired day at work. And, I was spending quite a bit there. We were also spending quite a bit on different health issues that I'd had over the years. Oh my gosh, any of you who know me personally from Facebook and stuff, you know that I've been dealing with all sorts of health issues the last like 10 years. And so we've just spent a lot of money. We looked over the budget and we're like, if this really works the way that we think it will, based on what we're learning, the cost that we're going to spend for this nutritious food will end up, it'll like pay for itself with our savings in other areas. So that was my thinking as I went into it. So ordered my first box, and then you guys saw that unboxing. That was at the end of May. And I started right into the program, and like the first week, I'm not kidding, guys, I was so blown away because I had been stuck at this certain weight for like 6 months. And while I was happy to be there compared to where I'd been before, I was just like, I'm never gonna like get past that. Like, I felt like if I just got past that with this program and just got like down into that next numerical group of tens, those magic numbers, I was like, I'll be happy with that, and like, I mean, okay, so here's what happened. The week before I even started Optavia, I got the guide, like I got a copy of it online, and I started pretending like I was on the program and like eating the 6 small meals a day and trying to like make healthy choices based on other things I'd known, and sort of pretending like I was following it even without the fuelings. And I broke my plateau, like before I even started. Now, it was barely like I dipped under it, just a tiny bit, and then I was kind of up down those next couple days. But that's how well this concept works, is even pretending to be on it, I started to see some progress. But once I started taking those, or eating those fuelings and following the program and drinking my water, and they have like a different habit of health you do each week so that it's not like too overwhelming for those first 30 days. They've got really, really well structured program. Anyway, I just was blown away. Like every day I'd get on the scale and it was lower. And I was like, what the heck, I would call my health coach and be like, what the heck is this? I'm so surprised. And I get it, at the very beginning you are losing some what we call water weight, which has some really good science behind why that's the case, that your body is letting go of this extra stuff. It's because it knows that like, hey, you're feeding me better, I don't need to keep all this extra stuff. And that's a totally simplified explanation of it, but I'll talk about that on another day. But anyway, so surprised. Week 2, kept losing weight. I can't even say, like the first week I lost almost a pound a day. Like it was pretty crazy. Week 2, of course, it slowed down a tiny bit, and then by week 3 I was just kind of doing a nice steady couple pounds a week. And then I had a lot of things going on during my summer, and a lot of social events and reunions and a wedding. And even with all those things and not always being 100% on plan, but really changing my habits and my mindset, over that 12-week period I've been on for 12 weeks now, um, I'm down another 21 pounds. Now, the previous time, it took me a whole year to lose my 20 pounds. And now that next 21 pounds came off in, you know, 12 weeks. Actually, came out sooner than that because, I'm on a trip again. And so I'm sort of in a holding pattern at the moment. But I'm like really close to getting down into another one of those cool little groups of tens, and it's like, welcome to the new numbers, love when that happens. But anyway, I am just so surprised at, first of all, the results I've had. So, total, I'm at about 43 pounds weight loss. Um, and based on even when things have been crazy, that I was able to do that. As my life calms down a little bit in the fall, which I know it's probably a pipe dream that will actually totally calm down, but I will have a little bit more time, be working more on jumbled sunshine stuff. But I just really am confident that I can not only meet my goal, which I'm getting really close to my original 50-pound weight loss goal, but that I'll be able to exceed it, because now that I'm here, like, I can see that I can actually go further than I originally planned. And, totally within healthy guidelines and all of that. Um, I just know that it will be good for me to go a little bit further. And so I've readjusted my goal. Want to lose 10 to 20 more pounds. We'll see how things go over the next little while. And I just have been so excited about it that some of you probably all know, but I decided to become a health coach like Nancy. And so I have a couple of my daughters that started doing it a little while ago. One of them, she had done some significant weight loss on her own. Also, she's like very kind of person that will calculate out everything and study everything, and she's done really well. She kind of hit a plateau and started doing Optavia. I've been helping her with that, and she's lost more weight. She's lost like 60 something pounds. I don't even know. Sorry, daughter, that I'm not remembering the exact number. But then my teenage daughter, this program even has stuff that's safe for teenagers to do, and it's like approved by, oh, I wish I could say. I'm terrible with the statistics, but I can look that up if you want to know. But it is one of the few approved for teenagers plans in the country, approved by like a medical board of some sort. Anyway, so that is exciting. My other teenage daughter has lost like 12 pounds on it. Everybody's just, in my whole family, honestly, is eating healthier and doing better, even the ones who aren't doing the program. So that's been super exciting. And I guess it's just been so fulfilling to me that I just want to share it with people and help other people. So anyway, that's kind of my update. I wanted to say the one other thing I've been super, super surprised is how much energy I've had. And I got thinking about it. Like, if you're carrying around, like, those big giant bags of sugar, they're like 20 pounds. Like, if I was carrying one of those on each shoulder and walking around all day, I think I would be a little bit tired. That's literally what I was doing, with that 40 pounds. Like, I was carrying around a couple big giant bags of sugar every day. No wonder I was so tired. I mean, I have been so surprised at how much energy I have. And I think it's partly the weight loss, and it's partly the optimal nutrition that I'm getting that just really makes me feel great. And I'll notice it. Like, if I, like when we had the wedding, I'm like, I'm gonna eat whatever I want today. Not really whatever I want, because like once you're eating really well, you kind of want to make good choices because you're seeing progress. At least that's what's happened to me this time. But I enjoyed the food there, and then as I went on a trip, I did a little bit of that, like, in the airports and different things like that. Even though I should have eaten my fuelings, but none of us are perfect, right? I found that when I did those kind of things, like, I literally could feel it. Like, I could feel, I don't feel as good, So Anyway, it makes me really want to do better and to stay on plan, and I'm super excited about it, and I just wanted to give you guys an update. And I was trying to make this short, but if you know me, I'm not very good at making things short, so sorry. But anyway, if any of you are interested and would like to do some health coaching, or have me health coach you, I would love to talk to you about it. No pressure. Like, I will even sit and just do some suggestions for you and help you with some of your goals with, like, you not even doing Optavia. Like, I just want to reach out to people and help them with some of the things that I found have helped me, and just kind of want to share. So, send me a personal message, or give me a call if you're somebody that knows me personally and knows my phone number, which I don't want to give out publicly online. But anyway, it's been really great experience. I highly recommend it. Oh, and I just have to end by saying, it's not something where I feel like I'm going to just gain it all back, because there's a really great, like, transition program once you reach your goal weight to help you transition back to regular healthy eating. You can, when you're in maintenance mode after that, you can stay on a few of the Optavia products if you would like, or you can just transition all the way back to regular old food. But it's so much easier to integrate in exercise and things like that once you have lost a significant amount of weight and seen progress. It just makes you want to do better. And that's been my personal experience, as well as my coaches and other people that I've listened to awesome testimonials about. So anyway, here's the long version of my update. Sorry about that. But I hope it's been helpful to some of you. And if any of you have questions or want more information or just anything, let me know. You can leave something in the comments, because I'm probably going to put this on YouTube or Facebook or somewhere. And yeah, I'd love to chat with you. So anyway, thanks so much for tuning in to my little video here. I hope you have an awesome day. This is Jumbled Sunshine, and I will talk to you later.